Hello guys, and as always, thank you for watching. In today's video I will take you along our 6-day bike ride from Rothenburg up to Tauber all the way down to Kelheim, along the Altmühl river. Right now we are in Rothenburg up to Tauber, which is a medieval city. If you haven't been there, please check it out. Now it's time to hop on the bikes and we start the Altmühltal Radweg. The first part of our journey from Rothenburg up to Tauber to Kolmberg was pretty steep at some times, so there was a lot of mountains that we had to climb. And if you may have noticed, I'm not traveling alone this time. I have my travel mate with me, but she's pretty camera shy, so that's the best view you will get for the first part of our video. In the first days, this bike path just follows alongside of fields and bushes, and you really feel like in the middle of nowhere in sometimes. The goal for our first day was to arrive at the castle of Kolmberg, where we will spend the night. And yes, we spent the night in a castle. It's over 1000 years old and it was pretty fun to stay there. While sleeping in a place that's well over 1000 years old, it's pretty amazing to be honest, and I'm really glad I did it. Right now we do a tour around the castle that we stayed in last night, as we had dinner in the library, and right now we are going down there to check out the breakfast, and as well the church which was built inside the castle. as the kitchen was already closed at the time we have arrived to our hotel, they were kind enough to offer us some dinner at the library. Due to COVID-19, there was no breakfast buffet allowed, so we had to fill out a form with our favorites. I was really impressed by the presentation of the breakfast that we have ordered. Knowing that this place is a 4-star hotel, the staff was incredibly kind and helpful, and it was really a pleasure to stay there. The room that we slept in was called the Bergfried, which is just like the synonym for the watchtower and the highest point of the castle. On our second day of biking, it was just drizzling a bit from the skies, but it was no big effort as we have prepared with our rain clothes, so we just put on rain clothes and covers and we continue on down the road. It was really fun biking through those medieval cities, as they are not as common in southern Bavaria where I come from. And by the way, sorry about the dots on the camera, I just realized them way too late. Biking through those old towns in Bavaria is really fun, as they are not as common as I said before, but right now in Franconia they are pretty common, and yeah, it's really fun to see that they preserve the heritage. This is the first time we ever hit the Altmühl river, which is really small right now, but if you will follow along our journey you will see it will become a pretty big river. Right now you can't imagine big tankers or container ships going down this river, but if you follow along you will see it will happen. Right now we are passing under the highway number 7 in Germany, which is really the central highway which goes all the way from southern Germany all the way up to northern Germany. Hey there, that's me, and as you can see I'm pretty heavy loaded on my bike, as we have not known how much the hotel industry was affected by COVID-19. We just took our tent with us just in case. Well, this is pretty much the best view you will get from my travel mate in this first part of this video, as we are right now standing in front of the town gate as we're entering right now. The second day of our travel was becoming pretty rural as we just follow along on some narrow roads alongside the fields. And as the weather on day 2 was pretty much the baddest one we ever had, I apologize once again for the raindrops on the camera. I realized them way too late. Alongside the Altmühltal bike path, you will find a lot of castles that you can visit, and this is one of those. Although it's private owned, they accept visitors just to see the outside, as the inside is used for personal use. After midday, the sky cleared and so the rain has disappeared. As you can see right now here in the first video, you will see a lot of raindrops on my camera, and right now there's nothing at all, so it will be a great afternoon to bike.